How many times have you said it, Paul? If you don't win, don't lose.
No, we've, and you know what, we deserved at least a point out of that today. I think the play, this is incredible heat today. And I'm not complaining about it because I said to the players, let's use it as a positive because we're going to complain about being cold and wet and snow and sleet and everything else. Let's use it as a positive. And I think the way the players went about it for the majority of the game was outstanding. Really poor goals to give away. Really disappointed with the goals, but showed tremendous character, grit and determination, a little bit of quality, and I think it's a really big point because this is not an easy place to come to.
That's the big thing as a fan from today, is the fact 2 slaps in the face and we came back from it.
I think they showed real character today. That's the biggest thing that we take away from it, and we've shown that we can compete. I've said to the players there when we were just speaking on the pitch there that they've got to believe that they're a good side. They've got to understand what we are capable of, because we've done well today. We've got into some good areas. We've created good opportunities. I thought we defended set plays outstanding for the most of the time, and that's their biggest threat. But we defended it well. But the second goal is such a sucker punch. We've got a corner and we don't lock out, and we miss a couple of challenges on the halfway line. I think it's a good finish from the lad. I think he's given Callum a bit of a torrid time there and hit it with power. But you've got to stop it at source, and that's the biggest thing when you come to Stevenage. You have to stop the ball at source. You've got to stop them getting balls into the channels, getting balls into strikers, and we didn't do it well enough on that particular occasion. But it's a really good point for us.
Get the other negative out the way. That first goal conceded, I'm guessing that's something that you warned against because of that direct free kick threat.
Well, we knew that's what it was going to be. Today was about first contacts and about second balls, and we lose the first header, which you're always going to do. Well, majority of the time you're going to lose against Perigiani, but you've got to trap runners, and they scored an identical goal to this at Orient, and we showed them it. We showed the players and said this is what to expect. And I asked them at half time, what have Stevenage done different to what we said, and it was nothing. They've done exactly what we expected, and we've been undone by it. And it's those little fine margins that you've got to improve on, because we've been punished today for those fine margins. That said, we've shown character, we've shown a real desire, put an incredible shift in, and we've earned a really valuable point.
Positive fine margin at the other end. I thought Mags had passed up a chance to lob the keeper, then he did what he did, and there's his goal that he really wanted.
Yeah, no, the first goal's always the hardest, so he's got that. I thought he was going to lob it, and the ball just got stuck under his feet. The pitch was quite dry today, and it dragged the ball a little bit. But delighted to see it go in, and it was more than we deserved. No more than we deserved. Sorry, I thought we deserved to be in the game, and even the equaliser as well. It's a great header from Joe, and I think that's his goal number 150, which is a brilliant achievement. So hopefully we can keep getting the best out of him in the role that he's playing at the moment, coming on and causing problems. I thought Terry caused problems. With JJ still finding his feet and still getting himself fully fit, and Sean's getting stronger. So there's a lot of good things out of it, and also, again, I'm going to say it, areas where we need to improve.
We started playing a bit after we'd equalised, didn't we? You must have been pleased going into half-time.
Well, I actually thought we started playing before the first goal, to be honest with you. I thought we were starting to get a couple of passes in and having a bit of control in the game, and then you get done with the goal, and it's a bit of a sickener, really. But no, I thought when we did show control and pass the ball, we were okay. We just didn't do it enough as far as I'm concerned.
What did you think when they scored that second one? Because it was a game with few chances for us in that second half.
I still had confidence that we have enough quality to be able to get it, and to get ourselves back in it, and we changed the shape a little bit and got an extra forward player on. And we know that if we can get the right delivery in set plays, and we've got players who can do that and get people making runs, we know we can get goals. And we always had that belief we could, so I'm delighted we've managed to get 2 today, and it's a big point for us, and it gives us a more of a pleasant journey home.
And it was that quality from Mox, wasn't it? Strikers love that. You stole my thunder, Garns, his 150th. That's what he's about as well.
Yeah, he is, yeah. I mean, he was just on the spot for it, and gets himself into good areas, and he's a threat. He's a threat the way he plays, so I was really pleased to see it go in the back of the net, and that's a great achievement from Joe to get 150 goals. So it was the quality from Mox. And I don't think it was Owen Moxon's greatest game today. He's gotten caught on the ball the last 2 games. He needs to start getting back to what he's all about, because he's not showing the level of ability that we all know he has.
I have to say, Jocko made some fantastic saves.
I did 2 or 3 great saves with his feet. I've got to say I was delighted to see the linesman flag when he's fumbled that one. Don't really know what happened there, don't know whether he's took a bit of a bobble, but we got out of jail with that one. I'm hoping it's the right decision. But no, he made some really good saves and kept us in it with his feet, probably.
Just the one change to the starters, Paul, that shows that you're happy with the shape, you're happy with the energy, and then the changes that you make, there's some really good options for you at the moment.
Yeah, we've got good options to bring on. I thought Alfie showed a bit of life when he came into it as well. The strikers showing real energy about them. So yeah, we have. I felt as though it was right to play JJ. We've been waiting for him to come into the club. A little bit harsh on Luke because I thought Luke did really well last weekend. And I thought this has probably been his best training week as well, if I'm going to be honest with you, the way he's gone about it. But I felt it was right to play JJ, and I think there's a hell of a lot more to come from him. I did think he looked a bit rusty, but hopefully he'll keep improving and we'll see the best of him.
Should we whisper this? Both goals come from strikers?
We can shout it from the rooftops, it doesn't matter. I don't care where goals come from. We've just got to score goals, it's simple as that. We've missed far too many opportunities already this season. We've not been clinical enough in when we've had those opportunities. So long as we're scoring goals, so long as we're picking up points, and if we can pick up points on the road, they're valuable points, and we'll just keep moving forward.
In terms of building on last Saturday, which is what you wanted to do, how important was this?
Oh, it was massive, because it would have been a real kick in the teeth if we'd have lost it and come away with nothing. But I thought they stuck to it. I thought they showed belief, they showed confidence at the right times. But again, I'll go back to what I said at the start. I'm asking them to believe in themselves, because I really don't think they've got the total belief that they are at the right level. And we are. We deserve to be here. We've earned the right to be here. Now we've got to show it in our performances and in the results we pick up.
You mentioned the temperature. The recovery this weekend is huge for these lads.
Yeah, it is, but we've got a good week to recover. It's fine. They'll get a bit of downtime, they'll get a bit of rest and time to spend with the families, and we start back working again, ready to build up to another away fixture next weekend, which is another important one that we need to keep some momentum.
Finally from me, Paul, the huddle that you sometimes do, what did you say this time? Because that must have been so positive for everybody.
Well, no, I'll be honest, it wasn't so positive, because I said to them, you don't believe in yourselves, and you've got to believe you're a good side. When we do the things that we're capable of, we are a good side. We can play football. We've got players in there. But when you come to a place like this, you have to do the ugly side first. You have to roll your sleeves up. You've got to compete. You've got to trap runners. You've got to stick your head in where you might get a kick in the head and do things properly. And we haven't done that completely today. So it wasn't all positive. But I did say it's a really, really big point. But if we'd have done it properly over the course of the game, we probably could have come away with 3.
I said finally, but the fans, they were there as well.
They were magnificent, and I'm pleased that we've got something out of it, and we've got something for them to cheer, and hopefully it'll make their journey home a lot better as well.
Paul, thank you.